They say this how the future gonna be. The not too far future. It's a mob at your door, my nigga. They don't want your car keys. They don't want your jewelry. And they don't want your money. They don't want your lady. They want the food in your refrigerator, my nigga. Yeah, they said food's supposed to get scarce. You know what I'm saying? They said people gonna be like the purge at people's houses, looking for food, nigga. They ain't looking for all that money and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna do them no damn good. They gonna need something to eat. You see baby formula already starting to disappear. Shit, what's next? On some real shit. Alright, think I'm bullshitting. They gonna be purging niggas' houses for food. Watch what I tell you. Hashtag real spit.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akaha Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim now pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Yahweh Bahashem, Shai Brakathon. Alright, so I'm probably entitled this lesson perilous times, right? Because that's exactly, you know what I'm saying, what the future of America is gonna be, man. All right, perilous times, all right? Because as y'all just saw in this little clip that I just played, all right, this is what, you know what I'm saying, is coming in the very near future, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they already talking about, you know what I mean, a global famine, 6 months from now. All right, and there's a reason why brothers is constantly making lessons on famine, man. Right, because that's gonna be one of the main things that really break America down, man. Right, because as the scripture says, the city of confusion is broken down. Right, so you got the stock market crashing. You know what I mean? The dollar, that shit is on its way out. You know what I mean? They orchestrate man-made famine, dumping, all types of crops out on mountains and shit, paying farmers off to destroy, you know what I'm saying, they product. All right, so, we definitely in that time, you know what I'm saying, of a purge-like scenario, right? And everything that this Jake has said is scriptural, all right, you know what I'm saying? So for you Israelites, you know what I mean, that think that chasing the bag and all that, that's gonna benefit you in that time, your bubble gonna get popped, man. Right, because the first scripture on the grab is the book of Proverbs 11:4. All right, when a dollar crashes, man, right, you're gonna realize that it's not shit, right? And he even said it, right? People, they're not gonna be going around and, trying to hit licks for, this damn fiat currency, man. Right, the American dollar, they gonna be looking for food, man. Chili beans, corn, bread, whatever they can get their hands on, man. All right, because Yahweh Shema Shai, he getting ready to send a great famine, man. Not just any old regular old famine where you can still hold yourself off. Hell no, it's going to be a great famine, man. Right, to the point where, going back to that article I did a lesson on, a few weeks ago, 9 Minutes from Anarchy. Right, people going to start, resorting to, a brute state, man. You know what I mean? If they gotta get their hands dirty to get food, that's what they gonna do, man. All right, because Esau, what he gonna do is he basically gonna put the people in not a depressed state with that too, but a desperate state, man. Right, where they gonna be willing to do anything and everything to get their hands on something to fill their belly, man. All right, but this is Proverbs 11:4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death." Right, so you know what I'm saying, that this fiat currency, that this dollar, this almighty dollar that Jake love to chase, all right, this shit is not gonna mean anything, you know what I'm saying, in these times soon to come. All right, because once that dollar crash, it's what you gonna do with it? You know what I mean? I seen a clip, you know what I mean? I forgot exactly where it is. I think it's somewhere in one of them Latin countries, but they was basically just burning the damn dollar, man. Because it has no value to it. It's not backed up by anything, you know what I'm saying, really anything, man. You know what I mean? I think it's backed up by oil, but that's not even worth anything, man. All right, and that's what Esau, he's pumping out so much money into the economy, you know what I mean, and giving Ukraine so much money because they devaluing the dollar, man. All right, and once they devalue it to a certain extent, they're gonna crash this shit. They're gonna crash it because we know they ultimate goal is to roll in that new world order, man. Right, a whole digital society, right, where there is no form, you know what I'm saying, of paying with physical currency. The only way that you're gonna be paying, buying and selling, you know what I'm saying, is by the way of that Karax, man, that Karagma, right? You know what I'm saying? At this point, everybody should know what that is, man. Because starting with the elders and the apostles, great millstone on down, brothers have been speaking about that for the longest, man. All right, but it says, but righteousness delivered from death, and that's gonna be the only thing that's gonna preserve you in these times that we coming into, man. All right, you know, so you got groups like Sakari saying that, hey, miracles ain't gonna be performed until your house shot come back. You wrong, man. Right, because even just being fed in the time of a famine, a great famine when nobody else out here is eating, that itself is a miracle, man. All right, and if you're not looking forward to miracles, you know what I'm saying, these times that we're coming into, then you calling them. You know what I'm saying? You calling them. You got niggas trusting in their guns and all that. You know what I mean? But the Lord is going to allow these Edomites to have a field day with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because going back to the title of this lesson, perilous times, man. You know what I mean? I just saw a clip, you know what I'm saying, of that Buffalo shooting. You know what I mean? That Edomite, he went in there and was not giving a fuck, man. Aim on point like a hoe. Just like a Call of Duty, you know, it's like a Call of Duty game, man. Went in there and was not missing. As soon as he got out, the first shot he let off, he popped a woman in her head, man. You know what I mean? Accurate as hell. So you Jakes that's putting your trust in these guns, man, you gonna find out, you know what I'm saying, who blessing that really is, man. All right. So now let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, because he spoke about how that money, it's gonna be useless. What people gonna be using that money for is to wipe their ass with, man. You know what I mean? To start fires with, to keep warm with. It's not gonna do anything for you, you know what I'm saying, in these coming times, man. All right. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 5. And Salaki, verse 8, it says, what had pride profited us? Or what good have riches with our vaunt brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow and as a post that hasted by. Right? In other words, it's meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. It's vain, man. Right? And anybody that has half a brain, you will understand that the American dollar is devaluing, man. Right? By the day. All right? It has no, you know what I'm saying, no meaning to it. This shit's basically monopoly money, man. All right? And I want to grab this, the GNT version of it. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 8 says, we were so proud of ourselves, we bragged about how rich we were. And now what good has it done us? All those things are gone now. They have disappeared like a shadow, like something you hear and then forget. Right? And all you people, you know what I mean, that take pride, you know what I'm saying, how much money you got, you know what I'm saying, talking about it's bag season, it's stack season. You know what I mean? Whatever you got, man. Right? You gonna realize that shit was nothing. Right, whenever the Lord really break down America, man, because we in that time, man. Right, the city of confusion is broken down. Right, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is crippling this society, man. Right, this is why you starting to see, you know what I mean, that this shit getting worse and worse. All right, and eventually, hey, the Lord gonna make a move on this place. You know what I mean? Because I was watching the Elder Mawatazat, and he did a lesson on the blue hats are coming. All right, on how, you know, Esau, he had he had cut that live feed, you know what I'm saying, when the chairs popped up on NASA's camera and shit, you know, and they cut it, man. Right, and you got a lot of people that's actually waking up to, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit of society, man. Right, of the government. All right, and Esau eventually, he just gonna say fuck it, and he gonna roll them blue hats in over him. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, also I think it's the UN, man, Salakia. But they trying to pass a bill, and basically, you know what I'm saying, you know, those 194 countries, you know what I'm saying, that they sent up that bill for, they have like 6 months to pass it. And if they don't pass it, they basically gonna roll in the UN, man. The UN troops, in other words, right? The United Nations troops, right? And one of those countries that's included with their, you know, those 194 other countries is the United States. You know what I mean? And we know that this is biblical prophecy, man. Right, the Lord said that He was going to send famines upon Babylon, and they will famine, man. Right, and when you go into the etymology for that word famine, it means like foreigner, man, troop. Right, and who's that gonna be? That's gonna be them UN troops, and when they get over here, they not gonna have no mercy on you, Jace, man. And you Edomites as well, you other nations that's here. All right, so now let's get on the book of 2 Ezra 15. Right, you know, the main focal point, you know what I mean, you know, this lesson pretty much, because, you know, when he said that this is the first, you know what I'm saying, you know, chapter that I thought about, man. Right, a purge-like scenario out here over food, and the scripture speaks about it. All right, this is 2 Ezra 15, and I might as well start at 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword of destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, you know, you're going to have people out here, you know what I mean, riding. All right, because I got another clip that I want to play. You know, I ain't going to play it in this lesson. I'm going to put in another one. You know, basically, you know, when the stock market crashes, the dollar crashes, you know, people, they going to go to the streets and light shit on fire after with they burners or whatever, you know, blowing shit up, you know, setting shit on fire, you know, breaking into stuff, all that, man. All right, and it says, Salakia, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in the power." Because when the people get real desperate, man, they not gonna be out here giving a damn about what the government gotta say. You know what I'm saying? What Greg Abbott gotta say. You know what I mean? None of these different governments, you know what I'm saying, these different states, they not gonna be listening, man. Right? Because once you get depressed, or not depressed but desperate, you say fuck it, man. Right? Wait till people realize that. Because right now everybody's comfortable. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing really touching their pockets. All they got to worry about is, you know what I'm saying, gas prices, and that's it. But eventually, it's going to become a life or death situation, man. Your kids, you know what I'm saying, need to eat, and you can't give them nothing to eat. Then that's when people really going to start turning up, man. All right, and what the Lord is doing, He's basically saving the best for last, man. Because you got so many guns here in the United States. So you know it's going to get, you know, it's going to get crazy out here, man. All right, you already got mass shootings and shit. This don't happen anywhere else but the United States, man. So how much more whenever the Lord really crank it up over here? All right, verse 17, it says, "And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." And why the city is going to be troubled, man? Because it's going to be a full state of anarchy, man. Right, then you're going to have those UN troops over here. All right. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. And this is why, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So just like how that Jake was getting into, you know, going back to that TikTok, you know, he said, hey, it's going to be like the purge out here. You know what I mean? People, they going to be breaking into y'all cribs. They ain't going to want, you know what I'm saying, your money. They ain't going to want your woman, which is, that they going to take that too. Because the scripture speaks about how women are going to be ravished, man. Right? Meaning being raped or taken, man. All right? But, hey, they mainly going there for that damn food, man. All right? So now let's get to 2 Ezra 16. And I'll start at 21. And then get to the main, verse that I wanted to get. All right, 2 Ezra 16 and 21, it says, "Behold, victors shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case." All right, and right now, you know, you still got, you know what I'm saying, certain things that are cheap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You basically still able to function. You ain't got to worry too much. But I seen this other clip. It basically said that in a time soon to come, Americans are going to have to spend $3,000 more, you know what I'm saying, on groceries and shit like that to basically, you know what I'm saying, be in a so-called comfortable state. Well, people start getting to that. Once it gets to that point, man, all hell is going to break loose, man. All right, just watch. And it says, "And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." All right, and that's going to happen, you know what I'm saying, whenever the Lord really cripples in society, man. All right, evils is going to begin to grow. Right, because, you know, going back to that article, it only takes 9 missed meals from anarchy. Once people start, them stomach pains get to kicking in, I mean, people start losing shit, then that's when it's going to be like, oh, hell no. And we can't let this shit slide, especially these Edomites, man. Cause you Jakes, man, you Jakes ain't gonna realize, you know what I'm saying, that this man is a devil until, you know what I'm saying, he really show you them horns, man. You know what I'm saying? But these Edomites out here, they know what's up. All right? That's why you see them, they out there, you know, preparing, trying to get bunkers and shit, storing off food, even though that ain't gonna be able to save you. The only way you gonna be saved is is if Yahweh Shema Shai is on your side. Right? But it just shows you the mindset that these other nations are in, and you Jakes, man. You Jakes ain't worried about shit but bullshit. All right? But getting back to verse 22, it says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." All right, so now let's get this one right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, because this is, you know, the main verse that I was thinking about whenever I was, you know, hearing the Jake talk. It says, "Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword." And what is it he talking about? How people gonna be breaking in, you know what I'm saying, with their guns and, you know, trying to take your food and shit. This is what this is all gonna boil down to, man. All right? Because these people are gonna become, you know what I'm saying, and get in a desperate state, man. Right? So much to where, you know, hey, as the scripture says, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Right? And the Lord mean that when he say that. So, you know, with that being said, you know, that's pretty much all I had to bring out, man. You know, I don't run to Zod, the poem was, you know, the poem was made and that this lesson was edifying. All right, call Lord Yahweh Shema Shai by Shema Kakadas. Shalom and Baba.